Man, that's ugly. Oh, hey. Hey, guys, how are you doing? Man, awesome that you're here. You know, been working, doing a ton of cleaning up around this place. Not really, but quite a bit. Just putting wheels on a little welding table here. Got it flipped upside down to make it easy to work on. And hey, I've been working on this C10 truck, and I've got this thing like it is come along. Yeah, a lot of loose ends tied up, things put in there that it's going to need later on. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, hey guys, out here with the truck, moved it outside so it wouldn't get any dirtier than it already is. Just wanted to show you a few things been working on here. I've got all the AC components stuck in here. Probably going to have to go back and possibly replace on some of this stuff later, but hey, I just cleaned it all up, got it in so that at least it's here, and get all those clips and little pieces in place. I got my receiver driver put in it, cleaned up my lines, re-O-ringed everything, put that AC condenser in it. I've got my correct clamp down here, the lines coming up. This one is a big line that has the manifold that goes on the back of the compressor on it, so I left it out just for clearance and being able to work around it. This one's the old line. I may end up having to have a new piece of rubber hose put in that, but I know they can re-crimp on that stuff and not have to replace the whole thing. Got my wiring still just hanging out here, but it's all hooked up. It charges. Got a permanent wire connected from the battery terminal over to the junction block here. Put a fusible link in to feed the panel inside the truck, so if I ever have a problem it'll burn that up instead of burning the truck to the ground. Yeah, the little vacuum pot here to actuate the blend door for the air conditioner. A lot of stuff going on out here. Got the wiring harness all figured out for the transmission. It really was super simple, but hey, we've got a lot of that stuff cleaned up. Actually took it to the front end alignment shop and got an alignment done on it. Great deal. Drives straight down the road, steering wheel centered. Yeah, put about 25 miles on it. I'm gonna try to get out tomorrow and maybe do a little video of her actually going down the road. Cool stuff on the inside of it. Yep, dome light works. Flip the switch up here. Oh, cargo light works out there. Yeah, like everything on the dash works except for this one light right here. You know, and it's got to have a different set of gears put in it. Right now, it's like a 273, what would you call it? A peg leg, yeah. Only spins one tire, so you get the one wheel peel action going. So we're going to be changing that, just the carrier, everything out in there. I tried taking this apart to do that early in the build, and the cross pins actually stuck in that carrier so bad I can't take it apart. So who knows, probably end up having to use a torch in there and cut things out. I did go ahead and put some gear lube back in it because it's good enough I can drive it and put a few miles on it, sort stuff out under the hood and inside of it, and then worry about the rear end later because, hey, the bed's not painted yet. Tailgate's not painted, so we've got to get that done. A lot of the other stuff is finished up on it. I've got a few places to touch up around the truck and realign panels, get everything fitting like it should, or better than it did back in the 70s when this thing was built, for sure. But you know, this truck's got quite a history. My buddy and his dad bought this truck back in the late 80s at a swap meet here in Oklahoma called the Chickasha Swap Meet. So just given the name, it is in Chickasha, Oklahoma. And swap meet happens every year. It's probably one of the bigger ones in Oklahoma. So they were able to buy this truck. I'm sure they bought it pretty cheap because it was a disaster. It was all together, but it had had a diesel engine put in it. The firewall had been just torched out. It'd kind of been used as a winch and a farm truck and everything else. So it was pretty rough, but hey, we've cleaned it up a bunch. My buddy and his dad, they brought it home. They did a ton of work to this truck. They spent some years putting it together, and it never got finished. It was one of those projects that they got to a certain point and just kind of lost interest, didn't have the motivation to finish it up. So I ended up buying basically all of the Chevrolet truck parts that my buddy's dad owned, and I got this as well. This was the primary thing I was buying. All the parts were just there. He was a big Dodge guy, didn't care anything about having the truck parts. So I liked these old trucks, so I just bought everything. We probably spent one full day loading up stuff. We had to put this cab on the frame, the bed on the frame, and just loosely bolted the front sheet metal on it, and then filled the bed and the cab full of parts. I brought them back here to Hogshooter. Then a couple weeks later, made another trip up to Missouri and loaded up another truck and trailer load of Chevy pickup parts. So got a ton of little pieces. There's probably enough stuff that I can kind of put another truck together out of some of it. I've got a 67 small glass cab that I'm going to use just because I think they're cool. Most all these trucks came like this with the big glass. This actually was an original Cheyenne Super truck, but my buddy, they shaved all the trim. You know how, I mean, truck builds from the 80s until now have changed a little bit. Guys were doing all monochromatic stuff, shaved all the lights on the outsides and just smoothed them out. And that's kind of where they had gone with this, but I've gone back and opened up all of the marker light holes and got rid of the roll pan, put the sport bumpers on it, just kind of making it not really a restoration, but to look more like one of these trucks did when they were stock. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. And we'll go back in the shop and look at this this Fiat. I haven't given an update on it in quite a while. Maybe I'll just make that a whole nother video. You know, it's New Year's Eve. I hope that you guys are planning to have fun, but stay safe while you're out there. You know, in 2021, I hope that we can do more stuff together. I'm looking for that next build always. Got a 68 model C10 with a 5.3 already in it that I've been working on alongside this one. I haven't done any videos on it yet on purpose because I can only do one at a time, and I've got a Fiat going on for a customer. So there's only so much we can do. Make sure that you keep that in mind. Don't overextend yourself. Have a wonderful New Year's, and we'll see you in 2021. Well, there you have it. Took it out, drive it around. Everything seems to be functioning in it pretty well. Still got some issues with shift points, and it idles really high. But I think the next things that I'm going to end up needing to do is remove the bed from the truck and work it over. Finish up all of the little bodywork stuff that needs to be done to it, get the tailgate prepped up, and get it painted. So it's kind of in limbo there. We're gonna get that carpet in and work on the inside. The thing's a lot of fun. It's legal to drive now, so I'm gonna put some miles on it and kind of shake it down a little bit, try to make sure everything's gonna function properly in it. So, hey, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate you guys, and now I got a Fiat to go work on. So, catch you later.